أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. Welcome brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I hope you inshallah doing well, all of you. At the same time also, these days we are living the commemoration, the death commemoration of Ali bin Abi Talib, Ya'sub al-Din, wa Sayyid al-Ghurr al-Muhajjalin, wa Amir al-Mu'mineen. As he said, as it's narrated in our brother's Sunni books, that he said, I am the truthful, I am the biggest truthful person, and who will say it after me, he is a liar, he is a Siddiq al-Akbar. My dear brothers, our lecture today, it is about an issue. This issue we call it Mut'at al-Hajj. As you know, brothers and sisters, we have two kinds of mut'ah. One kind, it is mut'ah of Hajj, that a person, he will go to do mut'ah, and after that he will do Hajj, something involved with Hajj. It's not a marriage. And we have also another mut'ah, that's another one, it's another kind of marriage, temporary marriage. Our topic talking about the first one, not the second one. We're gonna talk about the mut'ah of Hajj. Today, Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah and Shiism, they are saying that mut'ah of Hajj, it was there in the days of the kingdom of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and it was also legitimated, it was legalized by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, by the revelation which came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from sky. Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, they have in their authentic books that no, this kind of mut'at al-Hajj, it is not there in Islam. It is rejected, as same as this what we talk about in the marriage of mut'ah. Today they are saying that marriage of mut'ah, temporary marriage, it's not inside Islam. And we did a lecture and we talked about it and we proved it through the authentic books such as Sahih Muslim and Al-Bukhari. Today I'm going to use only Sahih al-Bukhari, and through Sahih al-Bukhari inshallah we will prove that this kind of mut'ah of Hajj, it's legitimated in Islam from the days of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and a person after these days he came and he said something by his opinion. The first narration, my dear brothers, it's inside Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter Pilgrimage, Hajj, chapter al-Hajj, narration number 1461. Again, Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter al-Hajj, Pilgrimage, narration number 1461. You will find here, my dear brothers, Marwan ibn al-Hakam. He's narrating, and as you know, when you go to the history, you will find that this person and his father, those two, they were cursed by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Marwan ibn al-Hakam and al-Hakam ibn al-As, his father, those two persons, they were cursed by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But here in Sahih al-Bukhari, you're gonna find that Prophet Muhammad, that al-Bukhari, he is narrating from this person, and also as it's narrated inside the history that Prophet Muhammad, he said about those, about Marwan ibn al-Hakam, he is al-Wazagh ibn al-Wazagh. Until some people, they said inside the narrations, when you go there and you will see that even in the Sunni books, that some people, they're saying that this person, he has a tail. Why? Because the Prophet Muhammad, he told him he is al-Wazagh ibn al-Wazagh. He is the lizard, and his father also a lizard. But here inside al-Bukhari, you're gonna find that al-Bukhari, he is narrating, and this person, he is trusted and he is from his men. Okay, Okay, anyhow, let's continue returning back to our topic. Marwan ibn al-Hakam, he is narrating that I was with Uthman ibn Affan, you know, he is the third caliph, and also I was with Ali ibn Abi Talib. And Uthman, he was refusing mut'ah of Hajj. Uthman, he was rejecting mut'ah of Hajj. He don't want to do mut'ah and Hajj at the same time. And when Ali ibn Abi Talib, he saw that, he said, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. And he added, I'm not going to let anybody to say anything false in the sunnah of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This narration, my dear brothers and sisters, you can find it in Sahih al-Bukhari. And here also another question. Now when Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, our dear brothers, when they are coming and they are saying that Ashabi kan nujum, بأيهما اقتديتم اهتديتم, that my companions, they are the same as the stars, and if you follow anyone, you're gonna reach guidance. Those that are the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how now Uthman, if he is rejecting it? And you will find also after that there's also another person, he refused it and he rejected it forever. And this narration also, Ali bin Abi Talib, he is saying, I'm not going to let anybody to say anything or to say anything false in the sunnah of a Prophet Muhammad. And he said, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, that I'm going to do Umrah, and he said that I want to do Mut'ah and Hajj. Uthman, he's rejecting. Ali bin Abi Talib, no, he's not rejecting. He said, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Now, if they are stars, and Ali bin Abi Talib, he is the fourth Khalifa, Uthman, he is the third Khalifa, so the people now whom they are going to follow. So, do you mean that we have to be convinced that the people in the days of Uthman bin Affan, they didn't do Mut'ah of Hajj, and in the days of the kingdom of Ali bin Abi Talib, they did this kind of Hajj? So, people, they're following people in Islam like such as Uthman ibn Affan, and Uthman ibn Affan rejecting it, as you hear through this narration. So how people, they're gonna follow those stars, and those stars, there are differences between them. One is rejecting, and one he is saying no, it's from Sunnah. Going inshallah to the another narration, Sahih al-Bukhari also in the chapter Al-Hajj, narration number 1469. Dear brothers and sisters, we have to know an important point. This important point is, if a prophet, he said something, and I know everybody here is agree with me. If a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he says something, if he says something in Islam, everybody must follow him. Why, my dear brothers? When you go to Quran, you're going to find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is saying, obey Allah and obey your Prophet. Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Obey Allah and obey Prophet. If a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said it's legitimate, he said it's legalized, he said you're allowed to do it, if he said you have to do it. So if a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he died, is there any right for any person, even if he's a companion, that he will come and he will say, no, this is haram? Of course no. So if anybody gonna say yes, so what we do with this verse, Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul? In this narration, my dear brothers, in Sahih al-Bukhari, narration number 1469, the chapter Pilgrimage Hajj, Umran ibn al-Husayn, he is saying, in this chapter Al-Hajj, he said, we did Mut'ah in the days of the kingdom of a Prophet Muhammad when the Quran descended. And a man, he said, or a man, he rejected it by his opinion. Again, I'm going to say this narration. Imran ibn al-Hussein, he is narrating in Sahih al-Bukhari, we did this kind of mut'ah of Hajj in the days of the kingdom of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, until a man he rejected it by his opinion. This is what al-Bukhari he is narrating. But unfortunately here he is not clearing, he's not telling us who is this man. The third narration, my dear brothers and sisters, you will know who is this man. In Sahih al-Bukhari also, my dear brothers and sisters, in the chapter of interpretation of Quran and subject فَمَنْ تَمَتَّعَ بِالْعُمْرَةِ إِلَى الْحَجِّ, who did mut'ah from Umrah to Hajj. Who did mut'ah from Umrah to Hajj. From this person also, Imran ibn al-Husayn, this person exactly he is narrating again. He said, because you know, before a while I was talking about the same person, and the same person, what he said also that it was legitimated in the days of the kingdom of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, but a man he came and he refused it, he rejected it by his opinion. The same man here, he is narrating again, he is saying that the verse of Mut'ah descended inside the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we did it. Here, as you know, it's the chapter, the subject of Man tamatta'a bil umrati ila al-hajj. Who did tamattu' from umrah to hajj. So he's talking here about which mut'ah? He's talking about mut'ah of hajj, because here the chapter is mut'ah of hajj. He said this verse descended, which relates to mut'ah of hajj, and we did it. Mut'ah of hajj, we did it in the days of the kingdom of a Prophet Muhammad with the Prophet. When you will go into to the book of Sahih Bukhari, you will find we did it with. We did it with the Prophet Muhammad. See how it's actually very clear, it's legitimated in that days. Prophet Muhammad, he did it. We did it with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Please concentrate in this now which I'm going to talk about. And no Quran descended to say it haram. See how, my dear brothers and sisters, inside al-Bukhari, and no verses descended on a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and said this mut'ah is haram. And Prophet Muhammad, in the same narration like this, it is there. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he did not refuse it, he did not reject it until he died. But after that, a man said something by his opinion. See how, my dear brothers, this is inside al-Bukhari. Inside al-Bukhari, this person, Imran bin al-Husayn, in this chapter, interpretation of Quran and subject of tamattu' bil umrah ila al-hajj, he's saying when this verse descended, we did mut'ah of hajj with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Concentrate on the word with. Concentrate also when he said, and no verses descended on the Prophet to say it is haram until he died. Also, dear brothers and sisters, concentrate in this also, that no verses descended on Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and say that this kind of mut'ah is haram until he died, until a man came and he said something by his opinion. You're gonna find, my dear brothers and sisters, in Fath al-Bari, the explanation which called Fath al-Bari on Sahih al-Bukhari. This scholar, the greatest scholar of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah, you're gonna find him, he is talking about this person, because this person now who is explaining al-Bukhari, he's explaining the narrations. When he reached here, that a person, he rejected it, a person, he refused it, because our narration is saying like this, that person, he refused it. Now in the explaining, of course this person, he is also going to explain for us, who's this person who refused it, and who also this person who rejected it. And Fath al-Bari, our dear brothers and sisters, when you open this book, try to go to the narration. At first go to the chapter of interpretation of Al-Quran in this explanation book. Go to the subject, the same subject here, فَمَنْ تَمَتَّعَ بِالْعُمْرَةِ إِلَى الْحَجِّ, who did tamattu' from Umrah to Hajj. Try to go to this narration 4156 and see the explanation there. Dear brothers and sisters, you're gonna find that this person, the greatest scholar of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, he is saying that this narration, we explained it before, because as you know, just before a while, I also said about Umran bin Hussein, also a narration. It's similar to this narration. I mean, before this narration, the last narration, because he's just that's why now he said that I explain it, and who was meant. He like this, my dear brothers and sisters, and the explanation you will find it by this sentences, with this sentence. And the man who Umran bin Hussein meant him, which this person who said by his opinion, he is Umar ibn al-Khattab. Now it's more clearly, my dear brothers and sisters. You knew who is the person who rejected, who refused. I think now, my brothers and sisters, it's very clear for you who changed things in Islam. Because as you know, refusing things, erasing things, adding things in Islam, of course, that means somebody changed in Islam. And as you you can see here, as I just before a while I read for you the narration and the explanation that the person who rejected it and who refused this kind of mut'ah in Islam after the of the Prophet, even this person Umran bin Hussein, he said we did it with the Prophet, and no verse descended to say that this kind of mut'ah is haram, and it was legitimate, it was legalized until Prophet Muhammad died. But after that, a person, he came and he said by his opinion, so he changed something in Sunnah. In the explanation of Fath al-Bari on Sahih al-Bukhari, as I said, he said this person who said by his opinion, I mean who refused it, this kind of mut'ah of Hajj, he's saying he is Umar ibn al-Khattab. So my dear brothers and sisters, we have in this issue that there is something being changed in Islam. And even if he is a companion, even if this person, he is very near to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as this person has the right to go and to change things in Islam. Brothers and sisters, I know now it's very clear for you that there is a companion after the death of a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he changed something in Islam, in the Sunnah. Dear brothers and sisters, I hope also just in the end of this lecture, I hope from you to write down this reference which I'm going to give it to you now. In Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter Troubles, in the subject, in the verse وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ, and so on. Dear brothers and sisters, in this narration 6528 in Sahih al-Bukhari, this authentic book after Quran al-Kareem, you're gonna find, my dear brothers and sisters, that Sahal bin Sa'ad said, I heard the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, I am your supporter on the pool of Kawthar. And who will cross this pool? Who will cross this pool and he will drink, he will be quenched from thirst forever. People gonna return on me, I know them, and they know me. And then a separation will be between me and them. I will say, oh, they are from me. I will be told, you don't know what they change after you. I will say, damn, damn for those who change after me. This is, my dear brothers and sisters, it's inside Sahih al-Bukhari. And please be precise and concentrate in what the Prophet Muhammad said when those they just were near to the pool of Kawthar. Prophet Muhammad said, people gonna return back on me on the pool of Kawthar. I know them and they know me. Concentrate in this. I know them and they know me. And then a separation will be between me and them. Brothers and sisters, concentrate also in this. I will say they are from me. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he saw the separation between him and those whom they know him and he know them, because as you know, separation means that they are not going to drink from this pool of Kawthar, and that means that those are going to go to hell. So Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, this honest man, this sincere man, this generous man, he will say they are from me. Concentrate in this, dear brothers and sisters. What does it mean? That those persons, they are near from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. They were not even hypocrites in the days of the kingdom, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But why? Why this separation happened between him and between those? He was told in the same narration, you don't know what did those change after you. In the same narration, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, saying, damn them for those who change after me. And astaghfirullah li wa lakum walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.